setting sun, is a smoking gun, is a four-letter word, I hope it hurts. Love is a fatal flaw, is a broken jaw, is a burning bridge, move your carrots. And the ghosts of the boulevard, littered with lonely hearts. The city like a graveyard, worlds was a postcard. When you lose your wonder, and you can't remember where we were living in the days of thunder. 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 Living in the days of love was a dream to have, was a king-size bed, was an escape plan, was an open hand. Now it's a dog from hell, it's a dream you sell, it's an epitaph, it's a photograph. And the ghosts of the boulevard, littered with lonely hearts. The city like a graveyard, worlds was a postcard. When you lose
Right, this is absolutely fucking ridiculous.
and you can't remember where we were living in the days of thunder.
I've been given 6 gift subscriptions recently. I keep getting these fucking gift subscriptions to channels I don't even know. All right, someone gifted me a subscription to Eugenia Cooney. Fucking Skeletor herself. I got another one to someone called Sydney DK. Another one to someone called Gloria Matvin. I don't know. Another one to Gavrilka. I got one to fucking Bad Bunny, who I fucking hate with a passion. I can't stand that narcissistic cunt. And then another one to someone called M. Ruby. Who's doing this? Stop it. God. Sick of it. Like, they're all, I mean, I am familiar with, hang on. Come on, Twitch, get the fucking thing back up, you slag. I'm familiar with Eugenia Cooney, right? It's the girl who is, you know, slowly showing her death on the internet. And that's what it is. You're all watching a girl die. There's no other way of putting it. I know Bad Bunny because she's an awful, she's known as the female DSP, another entitled Twitch cunt, who I just can't stand. Like, I hate her with a passion. And I have seen that Gavrilka before, and she's the world's most boring woman. I've never seen someone so boring in my entire life. She is just like, there's just nothing to her, nothing. Like, Jesus Christ. But then who are the rest of them? Why have I been given the rest of them? Why me? I don't want your stinking gift subscriptions to these shitty channels. They're all women. They're all clearly fucking thoughts. What's going on? I don't watch streams. There's only one I'm subscribed to by choice, and that's Summer, who doesn't even stream anymore. But it's like, whatever. Yeah, well, she clearly has mental health problems. Do you know what I mean? She wants to look like that. She thinks she looks good like that. She likes to flaunt herself off wearing as little as possible, and I'm sorry, it's fucking gross. She's a skeleton. She's a skeleton. But no one's doing anything. No one is doing anything. She's just allowed to broadcast her videos on YouTube. She's allowed to broadcast herself live on Twitch. You're allowed to watch this girl die. And she's going to be dead. I'm telling you right now, she's going to be dead. So shame on Twitch and shame on YouTube and shame on everybody who watches it and encourages it. She needs serious help. Anyway, Santa's just been. I probably wouldn't have come through the mic, but I don't know if it's happened before. No, it wouldn't have happened last year because of lockdown. But the Santa comes round on this lit up sleigh blasting Christmas music out. It comes round the area. All the kids go to see him. Every chance it's Tev. But he's just been round. Really fucking loud music. I could stay that, like, rocking around the Christmas tree song. Fucking kids all over the street. Oh, Tev would be absolute... He wouldn't know what to do. It's only a matter of time before someone shoots him. It's Burnley. Someone mugs his sleigh. Steals it. I'm surprised it hasn't happened. He's taking a big risk. It's Burnley. I think he gives out little presents. I don't know what the presents are, but I think he can sit in his sleigh and talk to him because it stops and all the kids like jump on and he gives them little presents. It's probably advent calendars or chocolate or something. But you don't even know. Fucking Romanians will probably think he's got money on him. Started to get bad around here. Jesus Christ. The town I used to live in, called Nelson, that I've mentioned before, it was nice when I was growing up. I was in a nice area, and there was an area not near me, like, well, not too far from me. It was the rich people's area. It was the big golf course where the posh twats lived. And, oh my god, it's just like a fucking... all the houses are run down, they're all boarded up. There's homeless people everywhere. There's loads of homeless people. I don't know what the hell happened to that town. It's where I grew up. And it's a mess. There's drug problems and everything. I didn't know it got like that. And it's like creeping into Burnley. I wouldn't want to even go back to where it was. I loved the estate where I lived. It was all loads of kids. We all know each other. We all played together and stuff. It was really nice. It's like safe. Parents would just let the kids just like run around all around the estate because it was perfectly fine. And I wouldn't even want to see what it looks like now. I imagine everyone moved out and it's probably just been taken over and just ruined. Everything's closed in that place. Nothing survives apart from like takeaways. I mean, a few years back, they built a relatively nice looking... Well, no, we had this really old looking bus station that was like underneath the multi-story car park. Been there for years, but people kept jumping off and killing themselves. So they decided, right, we've had one suicide too many, we're going to have to knock this car park down. Then they built a relatively nice one, but it's like they must struggle to run it because like no one's catching the bus there anymore. No one's going to Nelson. No one's traveling. They don't even put the timetable board up. It's just switched off. It's not even on there. They must be trying to save electricity. You don't even know the times of the buses. They don't display it. It's switched off. Like, yeah, everywhere's closed. All the pubs have shut down. They were rough anyway. You get fucking bottled if you went around there. Tesco's couldn't even survive. They built a Tesco's. Iceland couldn't survive. Farm Foods couldn't survive. Weirdly, there's a Costa Coffee. It's only a matter of time before that goes out of business. I don't know who's going to a Costa Coffee in Nelson. Unless they put in, like, cocaine in the coffee, no one's going there. Think to be honest, if you're going to get bottled, you want the bottle to break, don't you? It's going to hurt a lot more if it doesn't break. That's when you're going to get knocked out. I mean, it's going to cut you if it breaks, but you want to hope it breaks if someone cracks you over the head of a bottle. Right. I have not got my hat on, and my hair's getting too long and scruffy. I have actually got a Santa hat, but I'm not wearing my Santa hat because people think I'm in the Christmas spirit. And no, I've already cancelled Christmas. Christmas is over. It's not happening this year, alright? You need to forget about it. It's done. I've cancelled it, alright? I've cancelled the shit out of it. Should I wear my black hat? Should I go all black? It's because I shaved my beard off. My mum was laughing at me yesterday because it was ginger. It wasn't funny. Don't laugh at me. It's your fault. Although I did almost slightly offend her. Because I always have some interesting conversations with her. She's actually turned out to be more religious than I thought. I don't know where this came from, but her husband, who is not my stepdad, by the way. We don't see it that way. I'd never call him that. I'd never see it as that. But, he's like he was raised like a very strict Catholic. So she's a Catholic now, and the other two kids should be my half brother and sister. The teenagers now, they're raised Catholic. And she knows I consider myself an atheist. She's fine. But I was ripping into the Catholic Church about all being paedophiles. She didn't like it. She wanted me to stop. But I'm like, I'm just telling how it is. They're a bunch of paedophiles. She's like, excuse me. I'm a Catholic. My husband's a Catholic. And the two kids are Catholic. And I'm like, you made a bad choice there. So, no, she, I think she believes in God, but she doesn't go to church, as far as I know. She's not one of them. Like, my grandma goes to church. She's not best pleased that I'm an atheist, but I'm like, I know you tried to get me into religion, but I'm sorry. Then my aunt, I think she sometimes goes to church. My granddad doesn't really believe. He doesn't really care. He's just kind of like, eh. My brother doesn't really care either. He's just kind of, eh. But, because my grandma, I remember having a conversation with my grandma once, she's like, but if you don't believe in God, then what's the point in anything? And I'm like, what do you mean? Well, she's like, well, why do you care about anything then? And I'm like, I don't understand. What mindset's that? Just because you don't believe in God doesn't mean mean you don't give a shit about anything. Atheists aren't evil, just don't have a belief. So it's like a strange way to look at it. Because I was mentioning about like Ricky Gervais, who's like a firm atheist. He always brings it into his stand-up and his all his shows and stuff. Because I was talking to him as well about she's watched Afterlife. She absolutely loves it, and Derek as well. I was mentioning about Ricky Gervais because he's like does that animal rights stuff, doesn't he? And what have you. Then my grandma was like, but like, why does he care if he's an atheist? What does that matter? Very strange. Also, very upset with Ava. Very upset. Because my mum come round yesterday. And Ava decided it was the perfect day to roll in fox shit again. And she fucking stunk. She stunk so bad. And I had to take her out in the rain and try and wash her. I got this dog shampoo. She hates being washed as well. She's really upset. I'm trying to scrub her and scrub her and scrub her. Oh, she still fucking smell. She's stinking the whole house out with just shit. I'm like, Jesus Christ, Ava. Rex doesn't even do this. At least there's one good thing about Rex, he cleans himself. You've been rolling in shit. So I took her for another good scrub this morning as well, and I finally got her smelling nice. She's all fluffy now, it's funny. But, oh, she stunk so bad. Stop rolling in shit. It's ridiculous. I've turned her into a husky. She's all fluffy. It's really funny. Rex is looking a little bit jealous, because he's usually the fluffiest one. In fact, Rex right now, I went downstairs to make a coffee, and I don't know what's going on with Rex. I think he's slightly drunk, because he's asleep. He's in that position, you know, where cats they sort of led down, but they're all sort of tucked in. They sort of wrap the tail around, and then like you can't see the legs. They just look like a little ball of fluff, just like sat up. Well, he's like that, but he's slightly sideways, and he's completely face down on a chair. Like, he looks like he's just drunk too much and passed out. It looks hilarious. He's just like absolutely just face down. You think he's completely asleep. It looks really funny. I think he has been drinking. He's just passed out, just like... Anyway. Has anyone seen the, Hang on a minute. Has anyone seen the, or played the Unreal 5 tech demo? The Matrix Awakening. I think, is it just on PlayStation 5? I'm not 100% sure. Have a quick cheeky look at it before we get going. It's pretty interesting. It's kind of like, I assume it's just PS5, Xbox. I don't know, does Unreal 5 work on PS4? I don't know, maybe not. So I guess a little bit of a glimpse into what's possible. Not exactly what's going to happen, let's be honest. But it's an interesting little look, isn't it? I mean, it's an impressive engine, isn't it?
Hi,
But
I'm Thomas Anderson.
Don't expect
Like many of you, I work
developers
with
to be
computers.
pumping games out that
I
look like
freedom to
this.
feel outside the limitations of the real world.
Maybe a little, maybe coming towards the end of the generation or next generation.
Reflecting back who and what we are and the choices we make, the worlds we build. They also confront
It's
us with
it's
questions
Keanu Reeves.
about
I know
why we
this
want to
guy.
choose this over that.
He
Why we
played
want to make X instead of a Y. Where do ideas of who we are and
He played
what
that
we are
guy.
even come from?
didn't he? He played that guy.
Take the red pill, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
This isn't real.
What is real?
How do you define real?
It's Bald Man.
For instance, I'm not even sure why I'm here. I remember waking up and thinking that I'm supposed to come here. That it was
How old's
important for me
Mr.
to ask people,
Mr. Keanu?
how do we know what is real?
Is he in his 50s?
Hi, I'm Keanu Reeves.
Looks good for his
Over
age,
20
doesn't he?
years ago, I first played the character Thomas Anderson in the Matrix trilogy.
57.
Those films
Got a good head of hair on him, hasn't he, for his
pioneered
age?
cinema with shots like bullet time. Back then, we talked a lot about where the digital age might take cinema and narrative. In an industry where actors have tried to remain perpetually young.
I wonder if
we
his
wondered about digital faces that could become immortal.
Hi, I'm Carrie Ann Moss, and I played Trinity in the Matrix films.
yeah.
20 years ago,
You
we
also
asked
played
ourselves
that
how
woman in
long
that
would
other
be
film.
before faces and bodies could be changed as easily as we change clothes.
We wondered, what would identity mean?
Was she in Jessica Jones? Was it Jessica Jones? Or was it
And
Daredevil?
what would reality mean?
Or was she? She was in
When
one
a
of the
world
Marvel
we can build
things.
feels as real as our own.
She's in Memento as well. I didn't mind Jessica Jones. I think that was okay.
Yeah, this is what they want.
And I did like
Said they were
Daredevil,
fine with your
even though I don't like
theoretical
the Marvel stuff for the most part.
sexy action.
Probably because it had like a darker tone to it.
The marketing people.
Marketing? I thought we were supposed to have total
And I guess
creative
it's
control.
slightly more grounded.
Welcome to the
They're
Matrix.
not got people flying about and
You still got it.
Like riding a bike, they say.
I sometimes miss this version of us.
Me too.
The hell are you doing back there?
Sorry, I was told this is a sin.
It's
preparing
time
me
they
to
made
fight the system.
another Matrix game in it. Because there's so much potential for a great Matrix game. Now, listen, I'm not the big. I don't dislike the films. I'm not. You know. I just think they're okay.
Whatever you do,
You know.
stay the hell away from marketing.
They were impressive at the time with the CGI. Maybe not so much anymore, but they kind of, you know, stepped it up a level, didn't they?
So, what now?
Haven't you ever watched a movie before? Shoot the tires.
Say no more.
This is all in engine, by the way. This isn't CGI. Like this isn't. This is actual. It's the actual engine. First glance, you would think it's a fucking movie, wouldn't you?
Dodge this. Trinity?
Yeah, I mean, like, if you made a full-blown game that looked like this, think how much it would cost.
Sorry, boys. Of course they have a helicopter.
They ain't gonna look like this anytime soon. It just isn't happening. Not now in the play it safe video game industry, where we're all about crappy, cartoony multiplayer games. Fucking mobile games.
It's supposed to be safer.
Constant remasters. It's not happening.
These guys are
Most
so
studios
tough.
ain't gonna put the money into making a game look like this. But it's cool to see what they could look like. It's had the biggest one.
Okay, how about the big gun?
But
Thought you'd never ask.
either way, it's still very, very, very
Boys are
impressive.
gonna get a kick out of this.
I go back and look at the original Unreal Engine.
Come and get it.
It does look like a fucking hollow movie, doesn't it? Huh? Taxi! I mean, the frame rate drops. You know what I mean? There's no way you could be getting this running at 60 on the modern consoles. You'd probably pull it off on a high quality, PC, but definitely times it drops below 30.
What are you doing?
Time to blow this box down.
Still nice of them to show us that quick time events will be a good part of the future. It's a good way to show off your engine. Crack some quick time events in there. Look at that destruction, man, that's crazy. Again, this is all in engine. This is the engine. This is not a pre-rendered cutscene. You can't help but be impressed, but also disappointed that, you know, we're not going to ever get this. This game will never exist. People be like, oh, you should make into it. They won't. They will not make a full Matrix game that looks like this. Not in a million years. But look at the draw distance. Look at the amount of traffic. Can like toggle like, you know. But look at that. It's crazy. Now this is something you'd show to someone who is not really familiar with games. And I bet some of them would think it was actually a movie. Actually, have a little bit of a wander around. Like, look at that. Look at all the traffic, look at all the people. You can actually, can go into like a drone mode. And, get a good look at that draw distance. Look how far away you can see all the traffic and the pedestrians. You can still see them walking from so far away. And seeing no bullshit popping. Just something that's still a problem in today's games, you know what I mean? You still get like pop-in and faked draw distance. It's all legit. You can see them from so far away. Look at that. If I can stay at this, it's crazy. People thinking GTA 6 is going to look like this. It won't even look half as good as this. I'm telling you now. Can have a little drive around and get in any car. There's quite a lot of shimmering, but just a tech demo in it. The physics are really oddly satisfying. You don't just kind of like bounce off stuff, like the damage. I mean, the frame rate's going to shit, but I look at the individual GT, look like even like the wing mirror is like broken there. Like the crumple damage on the roof, on the sides. The glass shatters as well, look like damage on the doors there. Now this is the new patch Rockstar have just released for the GTA trilogy. Oh, I'm in a pile of cars. I mean, the frame rate really goes to shit. But either way, it's still like... telling you, people are going to play this or say this and think, oh my god, this is what Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to look like. Yeah, sounds about right. I mean, what's not clickbait these days? It's all clickbait. It's pissing me off so much, this GTA 6 thing, how everyone's pissing and moaning and crying. Like, everyone's crying now because they released some sort of DLC, some story DLC for GTA Online, bringing back, what's his name, Franklin or whatever. And everyone's like, they're all on Twitter going, I don't want this, I want Grand Theft Auto 6. They're all crying, fists are in the air, they're all wet in the pajamas. But you're going to pay for that DLC. You're the ones paying for all the shit on GTA Online. You're the same motherfuckers that are going to buy GTA 5 again when it releases next year. Alright? So shut the fuck up. That's why you're not getting GTA 6. Just stop it. Stop paying for your online shitty GTA 5. Alright, stop rebuying GTA 5 a million times over, and then they'd have more reason to release GTA 6. Stop fucking crying when you're the fucking problem. They'll do it. The same people whinging GTA 5 whenever it releases next year on PS5 and what have you. It'll be the #1 seller. It'll outsell every other fucking game. Alright? And the same people are going to go online and cry because they've not got GTA 6. Imagine having nothing else out of your life apart from GTA 6. Well, that's going to be the majority of the people who will play GTA 6, let's be honest. How big this actual city is. Sound design's really good as well. It's like playing The Getaway. The actual driving kind of feels okay. It's a little bit on the stiff side, but for a tech demo, it's not particularly bad. Like, there is full-blown driving games that feel way worse than this. Like, I'd actually go ahead and say this driving's better than GTA 4. Back to the Future reference. Oh, the traffic, man, that's crazy. Maybe one day. Maybe one day we'll get a full game that looks like this. But ain't happening anytime soon, is it? Right, it's time for some Grand Theft Auto. Numero 3. Ugh. I'm tired. Gotta put my hat on. Minute. 20 months. 20 months of godly streams, of the best streams that have ever been streamed. From the best streamer who's ever streamed. Fact. And I'm still waiting for my recognition. I'm still waiting for my thank you letter from Twitch. I'm getting nothing. I'm still unknown. People still don't know who I am. What's a guy gonna do to get famous around here? Go shoot up a school? What do I have to do? Huh? Ridiculous. Alright. Right, who've we got? We've got some slutty bots in here. Nina Teller. Santa Claus is in here. Get him out. Get that paedophile out of my stream. Away with you right now. Get out of here. The fuck does he think he's doing? Get him gone. It's disgusting. All right, checklist. Where did we got to anyway? I got to Staunton Island, didn't I? I can't remember. I'm playing San Andreas. I can't remember. I think I finished all the rampages on Portland. I haven't done Vigilante, have I, on this island? I don't think I've done any. Let me check. I've not done any jumps. Wait, no, I've not done any fire or any Vigilante ever. Oh. Let me collect my stuffs. I'll tell you something I'll go quickly do. I'll do the RC mission near the casino. I forgot what it's called. Casino Calamity or something? I'm hot and you're not. Rude. I forgot where it's parked. Oh, there it is. I think it's got like Casino Calamity. Yeah, it is. Fucking dog hairs on me. I kill you. No, I'll call you Michael, mate.
I used to be concerned and nervous about the future. Sometimes I'd get scared before an important event such as childbirth or a family funeral. Hey, sometimes you need a little help navigating life's trouble spots. That's when I discovered Equinox.
After the divorce and losing my autonomy, life was getting me down. I couldn't focus on anything at work. After trying Equinox, I've been Employee of the Month 3 times in a row.
Oh.
I used to fall unconscious for hours at a time. Now with Equinox, I never need to sleep.
Equinox is new from Zaibatsu Pharmaceuticals. Ask your doctor about Equinox today.
Cause nausea, loss of sleep, blurred vision, leakage, kidney problems, and food irregularities. Do not take Equinox if you're operating heavy machinery, driving a car, pregnant, with childbearing age, unhappy, or have a family history of mental disorders.
Equinox, softening life's harsh realities.
Here's one that brings down the house. When I do my weekly Michael Hunt's Rock and Roll Jam at Liberty City's premier bowling alley, I'm Mike Wheels of Steel Hunt.
If Tev ever shows up, ask Tev, because he's been dealing with AIDS for a long time now. Still in denial about it, but can't blame him really. Oh, I blew up my own police car. Well, that's that one done. I think there's just, shit, what did I put the RC missions under? Did I just put them under... I must have just put them under side missions. I've not brought up the, He streams every once in a blue moon. I think he usually just streams something that's just come out. He knew he couldn't keep up with a legend like me. Do you know what I mean? I think there was always a small part of him thought, I wonder if I can dethrone Ash, and stupid ever think someone could do such a feat. Here's my checklist. There it is. I guess I must have just put that under side missions, so we'll just change that to 4 then, I guess. Yeah, I must have. Okay.
Where's my damn tool?
I should, do you know what I'll do? Let's bash out a few quick taxi missions. We've only done 20. It's like the most tedious one, but, you know. Excuse me? Fucking rude, pal. Alright, it's like that, is it? Okay, okay. Yeah, I thought so. Oh god, this first one of course sends me all the way to the other side of the island. I'm gonna get shot by the fucking cartel. I know, alright. Who goes around wearing sandals? Sandals and just Crocs. Unacceptable. No offense to anyone who might be wearing them right now, but if you are, you probably just need to turn yourself into the police right now. Because, you know. Alt Burgers. Gangster. What are you wearing flip-flops for? I bet you're wearing socks as well, aren't you? Big white socks pulled up. The most paedophilic pair of flip-flops you've ever seen. probably like jean shorts. Oh dear. Oh. I think with that confession there, I think we are going to have to mark Gangster as suspicious user, because there is a little bit of concern. Guy's wearing flip-flops and jean shorts. He says the Reebok. Probably some knockoff Reebok brand, like Reebok or something. What is it? A Gopnik? What's a Gopnik? I daren't Google it. An Eastern European chav. Oh. I just know them as chavs. It's funny, like a lot of the Polish over here are dressed like chavs used to be dressed like 10, 15 years ago. Very strange. I mean, like English chavs used to dress. They're very far behind with the chavs. Need to catch up. I've never seen chavs wearing. In fact, I don't tend to see that many of the old school chavs anymore. Not 100% sure what they're up to these days. But when chavs were all the rage, back in the day, they never had fanny packs or bum bags, whatever you want to call them. They were. Burberry was their favourite. A lot of them wore knockoff Burberry, so it was Burberry's expensive, right? Or was. So they'd either stole it, some sort of Burberry. Usually a Burberry cap they wore, or it'd be a knockoff one. Trackies, tracksuit bottom, sometimes full tracksuit, usually just tracky bottoms, as they'd call them, tucked into their socks. They would have their, yeah, they would be tucked into their socks. And they'd, maybe some sort of Nike shirt, maybe Reebok, some sort of thing. Again, might be a knockoff brand. Some of them were wearing sort of a chavvy style hoodie. Although I think a lot of them avoided hoodies because they were associated with like the moshes. And they'd wear the Burberry cap, right? They'd all wear a cap on their head, but they wouldn't fully have it on their head. They'd sort of balance it on the top of their head. It'd be like tilted up at the front. Alright, and what they'd do, they'd tilt it up at the front and they'd gel the front of their hair. Like they'd gel their fringe. And I just used to look at him and think, Jesus Christ. What is that look? How do you possibly think you look good like that? You look so fucking retarded. You look like such spastics. Look at the state of you. Well, they'd beat you up for not dressing like that. They used to target what they always called moshers. So anyone with long hair, if you had long hair, or if it weren't short back in size like they'd have, or if you wear any sort of black, maybe you're wearing like a hoodie with a band on it or something, you weren't some sort of MC and they'd call you mosher and they'd come after you. It's generally how they worked. and they'd all live on council estates. A lot of them would hang outside the job centre. They'd sit on like the railings outside the job centre in big groups, like shouting at people walking past. And I'm like, guys, why don't you go in the job centre and get yourself a job? Then you can afford yourself some real Burberry. What a strange thing to do, hang outside the job centre. Go inside and get a job. Or are you too stupid? Do you know how to use a computer in there? Probably not. Go back to your council estate and drink your White Lightning. Oh, Jeremy Kyle was embarrassing because you'd watch that and I'd be like, oh God, what are other people going to think? Because I assume it got broadcast in other countries. People are going to think this is the English. This is what we're all like. Or at least this is the North. It's like, God, we're not all like that. Just 80% of us. Right, I'll give you 85%. All right, 90%, but it's not all of us. We're not all that bad. Yeah, a guy used to work where I worked were on Jeremy Kyle. I think he was from Burn. No, he's from Colne. He was from a town over. He was from Colne. But, yeah. Jesus Christ, Jeremy Kyle. Did that show not get cancelled because someone, did someone commit suicide on there? One of the people who went on? I never really looked into it. I heard something like that. It's not really a reason to cancel the show, is it? It was a freak show. That's what Jeremy Kyle was. It was bring on the freaks. And you'd sort of watch Jeremy Kyle sometimes, maybe to feel a little bit better about yourself and your own life, because you're thinking, Jesus, at least I'm not that. At least I'm not that. Just a pure freak show. It's this, most of what's on TV now are freak shows. You know what I mean? Big Brother. I assume that's still going. Freak show. They bring on the weirdest people so you can all laugh at them as they sit in that house being weird. Look at things like X Factor, whatever the hell it's called. The only part you really want to watch is the freaks at the beginning. You know, the ones who are dribbling, who, you know, missing a lot of teeth. They got a patchy head hunched over. Who want to come on and, you know, sing the fucking theme song to Teletubbies or something like that. Oh, my car's trashed. Where's the, just gonna get it sprayed. I'll do 20 and then, yeah, that's what they're all like, isn't it? There's always someone who cheated on someone, or someone trying to prove that they'd not been fucking their sister or their mum. Remember there was one story on where some daughter came on with her mum, and her mum had been pretending she had cancer. Even to her daughter. She was faking that she had cancer. Like, Jesus Christ. For what? That's been an ongoing joke in my family. Every time a kid's born or something, there's always sort of like panic they're going to turn out ginger. And always run over. I think I see some ginger hairs coming through. No, 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 it's not. That's not ginger. It's not ginger. So far, it's just been brown and blonde. No gingers have seeped in yet. That could have been the first. That could have been the first. So I got my mum's hair. Very lucky there. I'll leave my boyfriend if he didn't stop eating cereal. Guess that's not weird. I'll leave my boyfriend if he doesn't stop eating sponges. I'm sick of it. My girlfriend only eats bricks. Oh, I'd love to see like DSP in like a Big Brother style thing. It'd be amazing. Oh. I don't know, I feel like... Yeah, he probably would, wouldn't he? He wouldn't get on with anybody. He'd hate them all. It'd be so fucking miserable. What is... Must be getting suspicious of his wife constantly going to the gym. Going to the gym again? It's every day this week. How many yoga classes are you doing? Whose cum is that around your mouth? For all we know, she's probably left him and he hasn't told anyone. Plus, maybe she's just as miserable as he is. Maybe not, but she has married one of the worst people. A whiny man-child who is so narcissistic and so delusional and a compulsive liar who begs for money on the internet. In fact, you probably only married her so that she can pay the bills, to be honest with you. Probably the only reason. He needs the money. You keep working so I can carry on being terrible at games. Does she? She's like a part-time cleaner. At some school. Yeah, well, that was the whole point. I bet they sometimes had normal people trying to get on there. And they'd be like, I'm sorry, but you just managed to correctly say a full sentence in proper English without dribbling. It's not gonna work. Who's next? Hello, is this Jeremy Kyle? Did they get paid for going on there? They probably just tricked him. Come on, Jeremy Kyle, you'll be famous. You'll make a lot of money. Where do you think that 500 went? Alright, let's go. Ammunition.
Got all your own defense needs.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you very fucking much. I'm gonna make him do one of these is a jump down here, innit? Actually, no, I won't do it because it's a good chance you land in the water. Don't want to lose all my weapons. Do it later. I'll do a mission over here. Sayonara, Salvatore.
We have certain issues to clear up before we continue any form of
Well,
relationship, business or otherwise. Let's lay our
thing
cards
is with
on the
DSP
table.
is
I'm
that
Yakuza, and I know you worked for Salvatore Leone's family.
it's just so bad at them. He never somehow, to say he plays games for a living, he never seems to understand the very basic mechanics of video games. It's insane. Well, he just doesn't understand shit.
Meanwhile, Maria and I will catch up on old times.
Oh,
Asuka, you've got a massager.
That's not a massager.
There's a fucking dildo. Right, how I like to do this is I like to snipe him. But... oh, I do have a sniper, okay. Did I get that from ammunition or... is it hidden packages? I know he's got quite famous for his fails at Metal Gear Solid, where he just basically goes fuck Kojima the entire time, right? Because he doesn't really understand stealth. That's one of the things he fails so hard at the basic mechanics of the game and then blames the developers. Like it's their fault he doesn't understand how to play. I remember him ripping apart Halo. Now listen, I'm no Halo fan. Some of you saw me attempt to play Halo 1, and it was a fucking disaster. Maybe the biggest fail I've had on stream. Possibly. It was horrendous from start to finish. I'm just so fucking bad at Halo. And I don't like it. I've not got much positive to say about it. But he was ripping into Halo because it wasn't telling him where to go. Like, he wanted the game to hold his hand and tell him exactly where to go. I'm pretty sure I didn't even get lost in Halo. It's not really a game you can get lost in, is it? And he hated it because it wasn't telling him where to go. And he was like saying, fuck this game, fuck the developers, because it wasn't holding his hand. I'm like, Jesus Christ. I mean, Halo's relatively, with the exception of the new one, I believe, it's relatively linear, isn't it? Really. I'm not going to say it's a corridor shooter, it's not. There is little bits of open, you know, with areas where you fly around and shit. It's weird, because I never beat Halo 1 back in the day I played it. I think it would have been the PC version I played. And I don't remember having trouble with it. I just got bored. I got to the part where you've got to follow that little floaty thing, and I just got bored and never went back to it. It was kind of near the end. I did beat Halo 2. I beat that the day I bought it. I beat it in one go. I just sat there and beat the entire thing. Didn't really care too much for it. I started playing Halo 3, I got that when it came out for some reason. And I turned it off after about 20 minutes, because I was just like, nah. What do you mean I've been spotted? I shouldn't have been spotted from here, this is where I always snipe him from. It's weird. What the fuck? What the fuck is that? What the fuck? That's incredible. That's where I always snipe him from. You only get spotted if you're down on the street. What the fuck happened there? Jesus Christ. Okay. I've had it kind of bugged out before where I was spotted, but that's because I was on the street level. So I just wanted to throw a grenade so I could catch them all in one go. And Because if he gets spotted, he runs. He's meant to run to his goal, but he got stuck. So he was just running into the door of the club round the back. But that's never ever happened before. This game doesn't do checkpoints. I'm pretty sure it was only San Andreas that gave you checkpoints. Or at least the remastered version does. It saves at certain parts of the mission. This just lets you restart it again. Having to get all your weapons and stuff. Okay, getting back to Halo. I remember when I first played Halo 3, the first thing I noticed was how shit it looked. Like, was it really graphically underwhelming? I just remember thinking, God, this doesn't look good at all. I don't know why. But I'm thinking, Jesus, the 360 can do better than this. But I just switched it off pretty quick. But I then got and beat Halo Reach. And I remember kind of liking Halo Reach. Thinking, you know what? That was my favourite one. Yeah, but that's like someone saying to me Resident Evil 6 is the best. I'd probably want to kill him. But, it's just not my sort of shooter. I'm an old school shooter guy. I'm a Doom guy. I like my fast paced. Old school. No regenerating health. What, AIDS? Want an AIDS command? What does that do? Just give everybody AIDS? Well, that's not very nice, is it, gangster? Trying to give the streamer AIDS. Girls, girls, girls. Up a dark alley. I'm sorry, youngster, but I just feel like trying to give somebody AIDS is a little bit extreme. Want to play rough? Okay. You see, I'm in the exact same place. Didn't get spotted this time. Like, what the hell happened last time? What the shit was that? That's never happened, ever. There you go. And that's how you do it. I don't know what happened that first time, but it was very cancerous. Alright, and I don't approve of it. But this now means that you're going to get targeted by the Mafia if you go anywhere up near this area. They will fuck you up. The Diablos aren't too bad because they mostly just carry bats. The Triads of... sorry, the Mafia has got like shotguns and they may even have like AKs or something. They'll blow you up in a matter of seconds. It's a no-go zone now. Oh, fucking hell. The fuck, this car's all over the place. Okay, that's the 4 missions for King Courtney. It's the Yardy guy. Dun, 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 dun. We'll do another one for Asuka.
Salvatore's death comes as pleasurable news. You're an efficient killer. I like that in a man. Ah, this is my brother, Kenji.
Asuka has a little job for you, but when you're done, drop by my casino and we can talk.
Good God.
Just like Kenji.
That lisp.
Always trying to play with my toys.
Oh, dude, he plays with your
My
toys?
police source indicates
That's
that the
weird.
FBI has mounted a surveillance operation at key locations around the city. It is too late to contact anyone and avoid incrimination. Take out these spying cops, but be careful. They're bound to have backup.
All I do is I just snipe these guys. It's the easiest way to do it. Whoa, hello. Oh wait, this is the van, isn't it? Okay. So I can get a grenade over there. Didn't work as fully planned, but I'll do. Who took my bonnet? Who took my door? Come on. I want names. Who did this? No. There he is. Hello. Pretty easy mission, to be honest. It has unlocked Kenji's missions, but I'll finish Asuka's. I'm pretty sure there's certain missions you can miss in this game. maybe do some other missions beforehand. There's not a lot. I'm sure there are some missable. Maybe just like 2 or 3 or something. Paparazzi purge.
A reporter has been nosing around. Marie and I have taken a little holiday together until you can get rid of this perverted
Them two are scissoring the shit out of
He's
each other.
probably out in the bay as you read this. Steal a police boat and sink his career.
Oh, the boat one. Oh, yeah. This is, like, significantly easier in this version. I don't know why, but it was always a problem for me. In the original. I could never catch up to the fucker. And that was the issue I had. He just drove too fast. And I think you've got to get him by a certain point. I don't know if they slowed him down or what, but it's always annoyed the piss out of me in the original. Way easier in this version. Way easier. Look at that. It's not as bad as the other one, Gangster, which Tev got rid of. That cat was far more distressed. And the origin of that cat is that it looked like Tev. Payday for Ray.
It's my handsome handyman. Maria's all tied up at the moment, but I'll tell her you called. It's time you met our man inside the LPD. Here's a payment for the last little job he did for us. He is understandably cautious. Get to the payphone in Torrington as quick as you can and await his instructions.
Oh, this is for Ray, innit? It lives in the, I say lives, he just hangs around in the toilets, which is suspicious behaviour, let's be honest. Who hangs around in a public toilet? That calls on its last legs, I'll take it. The Yakuza car. I also used to struggle with this when I was a kid. I don't know why, but I used to really, really struggle to get to the phones in time. It's not hard at all, really. Knowing me, I was probably driving the shittest car. You get your fast car, it's not really a problem. No, because it was always 60 for me back then. It was the PC version that I always played. I barely ever touched it. I only ever remember playing the PS2 version once. So it's still ran at 60. In fact, it ran smooth in this definitive edition. It was a solid 60.
Get to the phone in West Belleville Park.
What happens if somebody else was to answer the phone and then they show up at wherever? I feel like he didn't think this one through. Random. You know what? Do you know what it probably was? The fact I was driving on a keyboard. That probably made it a lot harder. I think about that. Whoa, taxi! Pack it in, mate. This is my road.
Get to the phone in South Belleville Park.
Uh-oh. Excuse me. It's the cartel. It's the reason why you probably won't be able to do the paramedic missions on this island. Because they will just blow your fucking ambulance up. You gotta do that shit on Portland as soon as possible. This is the last one, right? Let's just get to the park.
Meet me in the toilet block in the park.
I mean, I was asking you to meet them in the toilet. I'm gonna be going, hang on a minute. What's going on here? Surely there's somewhere else we can meet. What are you after? Because I'm not about that. Alright?
You must be Azuka's new errand boy. You got the money? Is it all here? I know what you're thinking. Another bent cop. Well, it's a bent world. Just because I lost a few partners, those suckers from Internal Affairs have started sniffing around. Reckon they can smell me.
I like his Lego hair.
It's one big open sewer. But I'm gonna need some non-union help. And if you're interested, you know where to find me.
And okay, so that's unlocked raise missions. Fucking hell. Can't see shit. I can't see a goddamn thing. Get some lights in that park. Dangerous. Oh, there you go. Probably wants to go and fuck. Two-faced Tanner.
Maria and I have gone shopping. Our source in the police has informed us that one of our drivers is a strangely animated undercover cop. He's more or less useless out of his car, so we've tasked him with a tracer. Make him bleed.
I'll make him bleed. Oh, my car's still here. I'm sure the cars used to disappear in the original versions. We left them anywhere for too long. Is that what that is? I never actually knew that. I used to love Driver 2. He did run fucking weird. You couldn't do anything outside of the car, but it was really cool to me as a little kid. The San Andreas one's a lot more obvious, isn't it, with Driver 3? Shit. We've got ourselves 3 stars. But for me, he's going round in a circle. Look at that run. Look at that run. Come on, coming through, everybody. There you go. Piece of piss. Piece of absolute piss. Alright, Right, that's Asuka's for now, but hers are actually also the last set of missions in the game. Let's go do some of them phone missions for King Courtney. There's a couple of tricky ones for that guy, aren't there? I played the shit out of the original Driver and Driver 2. I fucking loved those games back in. They were so hard, and I think it was Driver 2 that I've probably already told the story. Driver 2 made me break my PlayStation when you had to follow a train. And there's a lot of missions where on time limits, and I fucking punched it and I broke the knocked some out of place because it stopped reading discs. They've aged like fucking milk. They're horrible to play now. I played and beat Driver 3. And I always heard terrible things about Driver 3. It got terrible reviews, and I played it. And I'm thinking, you know what? There is a lot of problems with this game, but I don't remember thinking it was as bad as it was made out to be. I just remember thinking it was kind of okay, but it did have a lot of dodgy problems to it. I'd play it. I'd stream it if it worked on emulator, but it still does not work, even the latest version. None of the Driver games work, actually. I never played any of those beyond 3. So apparently Parallel Lines was okay. I'd say that series is dead, innit? Alright, time for a race! It's not hard considering how horrendous the AI is. They'll just crash. I'm just gotta get the most checkpoints. The races are piss easy in Vice City as well. A little bit harder in Vice City Stories. That's for sure. Excuse me. Was it their actual own studio? Was it not Reflections or whatever they were called? I think Ubisoft might have published it. Pretty sure I've got this beat, and I don't think I can even catch up to my score. They did a Driver on Game Boy Advance, didn't they? It looked really good, considering it was on the Game Boy, but probably terrible to play. I mean, they did Grand Theft Auto on the GBA, which I've never actually played, but I might try that sometime. Apparently it's okay, it's a bit like janky, but Well, it's better than you'd expect. Alright, well that was simple enough. Oh shit. I'm on fire.
I need to see if you're capable of doing me dirty work. See if you're family or not, don't you know? Two of my boys will be there any second to take you for a ride. See if you're the article or a sister or something.
It was? Jesus. I remember a game being on like the PSP maybe, or the DS maybe? Am I thinking of something else? For equal ride.
You do the driving and the shooting and the dally in a boot. We'll make sure you don't get cold feet. Here, you'll need a piece.
Can you translate this for me, gangster?
Laughing vampires dance.
Let's drive.
Curse. Liberty City, arise.
Maybe there's a similar guys in The Getaway. I didn't have a fucking clue what they were saying. Is it Black? Was it Getaway Black Monday they're in, I think? Yeah, maybe I was thinking of Medal of Honor Heroes. Oh, this is where yeah, we're off to kill some Diablos, aren't we, on Portland, if I remember right. Nice choice of car, lads. Jesus. Not very gangster, is it? This tunnel's a bit dodgy for some bugs. Sometimes see the cars floating above. Sing along. They like to drive into that dead end right there. Don't know why, but that's what they do. Oof, gangster, it's a bit harsh, mate. But it's a good point. It's the same way I think every rap song sounds exactly the same. Then again, every pop song sounds the same, doesn't it? I can't tell them all apart on the radio. Don't know when one's finished and another one's started. We've got to kill 8. I remember right. Excuse me, police. Can I do my drive-bys in peace? No one asked for you guys to interfere. Get out of here. What, 2 stars, huh? You're gonna give me 2 stars? You just drove... Right, the police just ran that man over. That wasn't me, so I want them arrested. Oh shit. Quick. Is that enough? How many does it want me to kill? I thought I had 8 in my head. A quick spray. Maybe it wants 10. That lovely new colour.
Put away the weapons and turn up the bass. It's time to relax on Keja. One whole tree.
Alright, there we go. Oh shit, oh shit. Shit! I'm trying to get back in, but these pricks pulled me out. Oh, fuck off! You pieces of fucking shit. Do you guys want to... Oh, fuck off. You fucking piece of shit. You fucking piece of shit. That's one of the most annoying things about GTA fucking 3. That fucking dog shit. And they pull you out the fucking car. I hate that shit so fucking much.
We're going for a little ride into Epburn Heights.
I'm gonna shoot you in the fucking head.
Up, my lady Queen Lizzie. You do the driving and the shooting and the dally in a boot. We'll make sure you don't get cold feet. Here, you'll need a piece.
English, motherfucker. Don't need your bullshit fucking rhyming dog shit.
Let's drive.
Fuck it, I'm not going through the tunnel. I don't like the tunnel. You know what, guys? You're gonna have to listen to some flashback. Ain't listen to your cage or shit. Alright? Sorry, boys. I'm driving. Alright, I'm in charge of the radio. I imagine back then cars still had cassette players in some of them. Good old cassette player. I was talking to my mum yesterday about video games. I think she had, she used to have a Spectrum, I think she said. On the cassettes. She was reminding me that she used to be better at Super Mario Bros. 3 than I was.
Let's kill me some filthy Diablos. Remember, you in this to the end, man. All your corner.
Yeah, lads. So, you know, if I get pulled out of the car and some guys start hitting me with a baseball bat, if you guys step in, it'd definitely help. Rather than giving me 5 seconds, you know, to not get my brains clobbered in and get back in the car. Whoa! I like how these guys are just sat there. I'm doing all the work. Excuse me, cops. Do you mind?
Okay, that should do it. Now get us back to the yard. Go, go, go now.
Oh, God. Another 1 star. Rude. Rude! Get out of here! I know, go do your policing elsewhere. Go catch some paedophiles or, you know, some ginger people. Do what's right. God, getting all funny because I've shot some people and ran some people over. I mean, it's shoddy police work if you ask me. Go fight the real crimes. This song is offensive. It's about drugs. And it upsets me.
Okay, you're the kind of man we like as friend now. You're Irie man, real shooter.
Yeah, you guys are dicks. You guys are absolute arseholes. Alright? That's what you fucking get. We ain't friends round here. Alright? It's every man for themselves. Exactly. Exactly. Just gonna cause problems. Out the way! What are you diving around for? Oh, nice ponytail. Nice hat and ponytail there. He's not a pedo. I actually understand little Jacob more.
So we can do some naughty thing on our enemy turf. I want me a Mafia Sentinel, a Yakuza Stinger, and a Diablo Inferno so we can hit up any gang in Liberty. Drop them off at the garage in Newport and hear this. They're no use to me.
It's a garage, mate. It's a garage. Right, someone give me a nice car, please. Excuse me, did I just say oh, rude. I want a nice car. Someone just let me hijack them? Oh, that police car looks very nice. I'll probably get arrested. Because they'll get all pissy about it. So I'll take this car, alright? Not my first choice, but, you know. What can we do? Oh, wait. Right. That's the garage where you're going to drop them all off. So... Did he say... what cars did they say they wanted? Okay, here's a Stinger. Did they say they want a Diablo? I think he was a Diablo car, didn't he? Diablo, Stinger, and Mafia. Okay. Means I'll have to make 2 trips to Portland. I'll just drop this one off here. Car, please. Stallion. I'll go get the Mafia car first. But I'm going to want to sneak round the other way because I'll just get shot to bits by the Mafia now since I killed their boss and shot his head off. Hey! cars all over the place. I'm gonna pull a sneaky on him. Oh, someone's put a wall here. Who's put that there? Get that down. Oh, I can't see a damn thing. You're a crazy idiot. Oh shit, not that way. Oh god, I shouldn't have come through this way. Oh dear. There's a bad thing to do. Mafia around there. I'm tired. Finally, the Diablo. What the fuck it's called? Did Meetin go? You know, just the usual. Just kind of like, yeah, you know, you're a mess. Definitely should have had you aborted. You're no son of mine. See you later. So yeah, went quite well. Diablo car, please. Thank you. Gotcha. Make sure they don't start pulling me out of the vehicle again, which they're probably going to do. Oh, you arseholes. Oh no, I got them. We're good. We're good. I forgot that block. I was just a fast stallion. Actually, she went shopping for a while with my grandma. I think my aunt might have gone as well. She bought a new toy for her dog to take back when she went, and Ava stole it immediately. So, Ava got a new toy yesterday. She just, like, knew she put the bags down and Ava just stuck her head in the bag and grabbed it, and that was it. Don't know if she knew it was in there. But she's got herself a new squeaky toy. Which I'm surprised she's not scared of. Being Ava. Oh, hello! Philem, Doyle 99. Thank you for the follow. Can see it then because I had the notepad up. Thank you. Thank you. Alright. I might as well just finish these 4 missions off. There's not a whole lot today we do. Well, I told you she'd been rolling in fox shit again, so she's fucking stunk. I finally got the smell off her today. It's typical that her mum comes over and Ava thinks, you know what, I'm going to roll in shit. She smelt so bad, I couldn't get it off her. I scrubbed her so fucking bad. I was out in the pissing rain trying to scrub the smell out of her. Oh, she still fucking stunk. I scrubbed her even more. She hated it this morning. I ended up having to like pour the full bucket over her. I thought I could possibly get her in the bathtub, but she's gonna splash everywhere and it's gonna be chaos, so I'll just have to take her outside. But she smells nice now and she's all fluffy. But she stole a toy that was meant for my mum's dog. She bought it to take back and she stole it. It's just a squeaky little chew toy that she picked up when she went shopping with my grandma and whoever else. She came back, put all the bags down, and then Ava she just knew. I don't know how. She just stuck her head right in the bag and grabbed the toy, and that was it. Ran off with it. Oh, this is the suicide bombers, isn't it? Oh shit. Hang on. Right. This one can be really fucking hard. It's all I'm thinking of. It's the trap. We end up in the car park with the suicide bombers. This can be really fucking hard if you approach it the wrong way. This one gave me... I probably gave up at this one when I was a kid, if I remember right. Just kept doing it wrong. Out there pissing away, everybody. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's this one. Alright, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna park this car here. So block it off. Oh shit. Shit. I spent way too much time there. Quick, get in. Fuck me sideways. Actually, I didn't need to park that. Tev? Jesus! Alright. Drive. Do not stay where you are. Fucking drive. Oh, that car's disappeared. So I'll park this one here. It was merely to block the cops when they come, but they'll just charge you and blow you the fuck up if you stay inside there. Because they're going to come from all angles. Back up. Go back here. And blow that van up. Is that one of the vans? You can have a... You do really want the assault rifle or something to... Right, let's go, 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 go. Oh shit! Where did he come from? Didn't see that prick. Right, that's that van done. There you go. Really? Guys? Really? I mean, guys, really? What's happening here? This Liberty City's finest? Really? Well, okay. I'll leave you guys to it. I will leave you guys to it. Jesus fucking Christ, the AI is so bad. Alright, that's... I believe that, that's the last of the King Courtney missions. The rest will be on, Shoreside Vale when we get over there. I'll tell you what I'll do now. Get out of the way. The pretty frustrating Landstalker. Mission in the park. Checkpoint mission. It's hard because of how easily the Landstalker flips open. You know what? That dodgy, retarded AI, that's not exactly new. They've always been dodgy in this game. Well, he hasn't yet. Maybe when he's a little bit older. Alright, here we go. Doubt I'll do this first time, but we'll give it a crack. It's just flipping it over. It's the Landstalk is horrendous for tipping. And there's like some dodgy little hills you've got to go up. Alright. Shit. This thing is so easy to flip. You gotta be so careful. Oh, there's dodgy one here. Look at that. It's in a package there as well. Oh, 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 risky, risky. It's got one more. Shallow water. Oh, fucking hell. I actually managed it first time. I was not expecting that. I usually flip it over. Fair enough. There's just one more checkpoint level on Shoreside. I forget where it is. Wait, is there? Yeah, there's a dodgy one down near the park area. That's arguably the hardest one. Alright, tell you what, probably go get myself some armor. It gets super annoying down here because this is Yardie territory, and when they turn on you, which they already have, they start fucking shooting you when you're just trying to buy weapons. It's fucking annoying as hell. Could they put ammunition away from enemy territory? They'll just fucking swarm you. Every time you go there, it's really annoying. Right, let's go see Kenji. Actually, no, I'll tell you what. I think I might smash out the vigilante missions, get them done. I've got enough ammo for it. Get him out of the way. I'm pretty sure this police car here is always open. I don't remember it ever being locked, like the ones on Portland. God, nearly got busted straight away there. Played any more Xenoblade? Lost? Because I've finally got back into it now. I'm cracking on with it. Played some last night. Such a good fucking game. I know, right? I've just hit the 20-hour mark. And I bought the game the day it came out. confession to make. I never actually beat it. I got it on the Wii when it came out. Got really far in it. Can't remember exactly how far. But then I just stopped playing it for some reason. I don't know, maybe I started playing Skyward Sword or something, and then I just kind of forget about it, which is something I do. I'll start playing a game, and I'll really be liking it, and then I just kind of forget. Sometimes it takes me months, sometimes even years, to finally go back to it. How far, what chapter you're on? I assume you've left the first colony? Colony... is it Colony 9? Colony 6, I can't remember. I think it's Colony 9, right? Alright, have you been... well, yeah, you can get stuck there for a while. I'd recommend smashing out all the side missions. Get them done, because you do get XP for them, and some decent items sometimes, some money. Build up affinity as well. It's quite a lot of them. Much easier to do than they were in the Wii version, because I don't remember the Wii version marking them for you. You know, like if you set it as active, it'll mark, like let's say you need to kill particular monsters, it'll mark them on the map when they appear. I'm pretty sure the Wii version didn't do that, so you just had to figure out where that monster was going to be, or what it was. And once you've left the first colony, you get to see the first really cool area, which is like the big plains area, which looks pretty amazing. There's some really awesome looking areas in that game. Really good looking places. Some not so much. There's a few crappy areas like the mines, which you'll go to in I think chapter 3 or 4. That's not very great, but you're not there for that long. Have you got the Monado? Is it the Monado? I always forget the name of it. It's the Monado, isn't it? Is that fully working yet? Because before that, you won't be doing much damage to the mechs. They're more annoying to fight because regular damage don't really work on them. So you gotta whip out your arts for that. You can use like enchant. Make sure you level up your arts as well, which is easy. I used to always forget. When I first played, I didn't even realize you could level them up. Make sure you spend plenty of points leveling up all your best stuff. Do more damage. Yeah. You will get to some enemies, mostly bosses, that can resist the break. So you have to like keep building up chain attacks and then do the combo attack thing before you can do any real damage to them. Before you can like hit them with break and then topple them. And there's some of the quests it's going to give you early on, you won't be able to do until like hours and hours into the game, because it'll want you to kill enemies that are like way, way too high a level, and you'll get wrecked by them. You've got to be careful in a lot of areas, because you're going to get a lot of big bastard enemies messing around. They can like kill you in one hit. Especially some that, the aggressive ones, you know, they have like the eye above them, which means if they spot you, they'll attack you. Be careful of them bad boys. You won't get too many, but you will get a handful of them that you will not be able to do until way later on. Forget where the police bribes are in this game. What the hell is he going? What are you doing up there, pal? Get down! Get down! Can't get him with behind a freaking wall. There is actually a police bribe down there, and they've just seen that. The truck's landed right on it. That's just perfect, isn't it? Oh no, I got it, I got it. Have you been to the caves yet? The what they call the Tephra caves? I forget what they're called. It's the first cave area. It's above. It's next to Colony 9, whatever it is. There might be some missions that send you there. Yeah, it's only a pretty small cave. And when you get through that cave, then you'll get to the first like huge area, fucking massive. Big plain area. Great Plains. Looks amazing. Xenoblade Chronicles X is probably the most technically impressive. You see the size of that fucking thing, it's ridiculous. But you'll need a Wii U to play that. Or I guess an emulator, it does work. But the gamepad feature is quite useful in that. With your map. Xenoblade 2 is also very impressive. The thing is with Xenoblade 2 is it's one of the few games that looks worse in handheld mode. I don't know why. It just looks a bit blurry on that. Usually look a bit sharper in handheld, but I only use handheld if I'm like in bed. I play it before I go to sleep. I'll play it in bed, but 99% of the time it is docked. Gotta play some Xenoblade Gangster. Hell of a series. I used to own a copy of Xenogears. Got it imported on PlayStation. I only played a very little bit of it. Apparently that long. That game's like 4 discs long, isn't it? It's crazy long. But apparently it hasn't even got some sort of proper ending or something. It never got finished. I don't know the full story. Something weird like that. They're freaking long though, Gangster. You're looking 100 hours. It's gonna take you a hell of a long time. I'm not sure which is the longest. Yeah, Xenoblade Chronicles X might be the longest. Lost Odyssey is 4 discs, I believe. I could be wrong, maybe it is 5. It was the most discs on Xbox anyway, weren't it? It's because it used regular DVDs, didn't it? Not Blu-ray, like Sony had. Well, was it those HD DVDs, whatever they were, that format that got absolutely slaughtered by Blu-ray? Yeah, Lost Odyssey is a big game, but it's relatively linear, isn't it? For the most part, just a lot of places to go, a lot to do, a lot of dungeons. And it's one of those games that has a crazy high encounter rate. I gotta play Lost Odyssey again. It's so fucking good. I want to play Infinite and Discovery again. I loved that back in the day. I don't know if it's still fun. That's a game no one ever remembers. Fucking love that thing. And The Last Remnant, which I believe got re-released on PS4. But that's a crazy long game as well. I thought that was going to be my most played Xbox 360 game ever because of the hours I had to sink into that, because I even got all the achievements. I had a lot of free time back then. Can't even imagine doing it now. God, that game was fucking good. So good. The thing is, some of the battles could last ages because they were huge. So you ended up like losing a big boss fight. God, you'd have so much to do again because the battles just went on. The frame rate was fucking appalling in some of the battles, but fuck, because you, oh god, it was so good. Yeah, sometimes you, like bosses would be you'd have to fight through a bunch of other enemies first before you got to them. They were crazy long, but I was so proud when I beat that game. And that game also had some amazing looking locations, like holy shit, some of the towns you went to and stuff looked amazing. Like massive enemies you fought, and the big fuck off dragons and shit. What a great game that was. I'd like to get it on PC, see if it's probably a bit more stable. Alright, that's the third bribe I've just unlocked. Yeah, it was Xbox 360. I'm sure there's a PS3 version. And PC. I'm not sure which console version had the worst frame rate, but it would like plummet at times. Like really bad. You got like 10 frames a second. I'm sure I can find it somewhere. I'm not sure how the re-release is on PlayStation. I still need to play Chrono Cross. I've never played that game and I have it on PlayStation. It's another game I got imported. I also own Xenosaga Episode 2. Which was the only episode they released in Europe for some reason. Never did 1 or 3, which is fucking strange. That's supposed to be good. I reckon the other two probably work in the emulator. Teb's Ice Cream Van. I think I've still got Chrono Trigger on DS. It was the best version. That legendary little game. There's so many like JRPGs I've still got to get done. I'm saving most of them for if I live to retirement age. That's my retirement plan. I'm gonna sit there in a nice comfortable chair and just play games until I die. Might as well. I doubt I'll live that long, but if it does happen, I know what I'm doing. I mean, what else is there to do? You just look at old people now and they just sat there just like watching daytime TV looking depressed. Nothing to do. I think that's why the brains go to mush. Just watching Bargain Hunt all day and Cash in the Attic or whatever of a shite on the fucking Countdown. Fucking depressed. The other half's usually died. I mean, fuck that. I'm gonna get some Super Nintendo hooked up. Keep his brains active and that. Give us something to do. No matter, look, I'll have gone senile or something. I won't even know what's happening. Oh, I hate fighting games. Fighting games will send me to an early grave. Play them. Just beat of that high blood pressure. I hate fighting games so much. Never liked them. I'm so bad at them. They're like my ultimate. Besides like racing games, I mean like proper simulator. I can kind of do okay sometimes in an arcadey racer, like a Burnout or a Need for Speed, but give me like a Gran Turismo or a Forza, can't do them. Can't do them at all. Absolutely shockingly bad. I mean, give me a fighting game and anybody will beat me in a fighting game. Someone who's never played a game in their life will beat me in a fighting game. Can't do them. And I never have the patience to learn the moves and everything. I just get bored of fighting games. A little bit of Street Fighter 2 when I was a kid. Don't mind a bit of Mortal Kombat every now and then, you know. Probably the only fighting series I've going to need to play. I played a little bit of Soul Calibur back in the day on my Dreamcast. I kind of liked that one because it was weapons based. It's a bit different. And I played a little bit of Tekken 3 on PlayStation. I was rubbish at Tekken. Pissed me off. It's bad at it, really. I remember a friend bringing round what game was it? I think it was Street Fighter, but it had did it have Marvel in it or something? Or was it Capcom? No, Capcom was Street Fighter. Who was it? I think it was on the original PlayStation. And I hated it. Is it Capcom versus Marvel? It was on, I'm sure it was on X-Men versus Street Fighter. That might have been it. It was on PlayStation. I'm sure it was on PlayStation. He loved it. I hated it. It had a very cartoony look to it. Remember, he fucking loved it. Brought it around to mine one time and I hated it. I said, turn this off. What is this? What's this filth? What is this filth? Let's get Metal Gear on, please. Make me sick. It was something like that. I'm sure Wolverine was in it or something. It was probably X-Men. I think it was X-Men. I remember playing another fighting game. Was it like based off Xena, Warrior Princess, on like the N64? It's fucking awful. Whoever wanted that game? Why did that exist? I was playing a fighting game on N64. It's gonna be Mortal Kombat 4. Which is arguably the worst Mortal Kombat game, in my opinion. I loved it back then, but bit shit now, isn't it? More of a Mortal Kombat 2 sort of guy. The last Mortal Kombat film, what was it called? Did it just called Mortal Kombat, or was it ever a subtitle? That's not as bad as I thought it was going to be honest. It was one of the more acceptable video game movies. Still a lot about it I didn't like, but what the hell is that? I keep seeing those on YouTube. Something, it's in something and dot something. Fucking bots or some shit. What is it? Fucking YouTube. Oh shit. This police car's got much life left in it, has it? This fucking cartel shooting at me. Pack it in, lads. It's enough. I know, right? There is hundreds of side quests in the game. There is a hell of a lot. There are some that will be on a timer. They'll be timed. Then usually a little clock appears next to them, which again I do not think was marked in the original game. Yeah, that's a little bit later on. I've just got to Colony 6. I've cleared the way so people move back there. You go through the it's a really cool looking area. At least at night it is anyway, it all lights up. It's like a swamp area. It looks fucking amazing at night. So I want to go off and play it now. I'm going to get addicted to it again though now, because it's been so long since I played it. I really want to get it beat. I did very briefly stream it when it came out. I think I did a full stream on it. No one watched. It's like 3 people here. Just a one-time stream of it. But nah, it's a game I need to play in my own time. Actually, where is my Switch? Bear with me a second. I need to piss as well, actually. Fucking hell. I stood on there. Controller. There it is. Where am I? I'm at the marsh. No, I'm not. I'm in the mine. The AIDS mine. I'm level 32. Everyone's level 32. Let's see how long it is. Oh god! 26 hours! I've done more than I thought. That's chapter 6. Not even close to being beat. I've done some of the Collectopedia. Oh wait. Oh yeah. I've done some of that. Not here though. And some of the heart-to-hearts. I'm not really too bothered about that, to be honest with you. Not too fussed about the achievements either. I'm just... I want to do my affinity chart. Like, you want to make sure you talk to everyone in every town to build that. All the green dots. Talk to everybody. These are my current quests I've got going on. All over the place. Colony 6, Colony 9, the marsh. These are the ones I've done. These are all the ones I've done so far. Look at all of them. Look at all of them. Fucking hundreds of them. I know, right? You gotta just look at the green dots across the maps. The yellow dots will be like any sort of creature or whatever. Just look at the green will be the people. My arts. I've been trying to level up. They'll cost a lot of points though, so a lot of grinding to get them up. Mainly just want to work on these that inflict break. Yeah, I think I'm doing a side quest in here. This is one of my favourite areas. Don't know what I'm doing this, I'm maybe playing Grand Theft Auto, but... This place is fucking massive, look at it. Oh, this fucking map here. I like this area as well. No, you need to have editor privileges. There's only one certain person in these streams who's been given that privilege. One of the biggest bullies. She's not even here. Well, she's here, but she's not here. Yeah, she's been lurking for like 3 days, maybe 4 days straight. Very strange behaviour. Love this place, look at it. I just love the art direction in this fucking game. All three of them, Xenoblade Chronicles, Xenoblade Chronicles X, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, they just look fucking amazing. So fucking good. But this is a bit of a deadly area, you gotta be careful. A lot of fucking high level shit around here. They released an expansion pack as well for Xenoblade Chronicles 2, which I don't have, because I've yet to beat number 2. Because I want to beat this one, then finally beat Xenoblade Chronicles X, which I still have. On the Wii. I've still got the collector's edition of that on the Wii U. Don't know if that's worth anything anymore, but... And, then when I've done those, maybe I'll move on. So, it's going to be a long fucking time. It's going to be well into next year before that even. It's going to be well into next year before I beat this. Maybe I'll try and beat it by, like, May. I doubt it. But, yeah. That's the Xenos Blade. Let's get the PlayStation back on. Come on, PlayStation. Slot was it? Nope. Oh, that's why I'm pressing the power button. Which port was it? Oh no, that's Xbox. Doesn't even switched on. There it is. Come on. There we go. Who's online? Comic. Ashens. Alright, I'm going for a piss. How easily distracted I get. I should have beat GTA 3 by now. Or at least been here to do it. Get me scruffy as shit. Look at that. Happens, I've got hot hair. In Xeno. Sure, really. I don't really care that much for him, to be honest. I know everyone loves fucking Shulk and they're demanding to get him in Smash. And Dunban's alright. I mean, I'm not going to say they're bad characters, but they're not like super interesting characters, are they? Shulk's a bit of a whiny bastard. There's the other guy with the blonde hair and the tash. Dickinson? What's he called? Dickinson, yeah. He's alright. It's funny how they give them all English accents. It's the same with all the games, all the Xenoblades. Don't seem to have English accents for some reason. Alright, that's the Vigilantes done for Stone. Yeah, they're like that, same in Xenoblade. Wait, were the English in Xenoblade Chronicles? So Xenoblade Chronicles X. They are in Xenoblade Chronicles 2. They're all English. Don't know why. There's Xenoblade Chronicles X is less. There's a lot less story to that game compared to Xenoblade Chronicles and Chronicles 2, which are quite story heavy. It's definitely a lot less from the good few hours I played. It's more focused on like the exploration and the combat. Because I remember you used guns in Xenoblade Chronicles X. Oh, we didn't go to Kenji's missions. Let's do some Kenji. But you get a little mech you can fly around in Xenoblade Chronicles X. What's it called? A shell, I think it's called. You can fly around in it. But you don't get that till way later in the game. Way later. I'm talking like hours and hours into the game before you get hold of that.
My sister speaks highly of you, though I'm yet to be convinced that a Gaijin can offer anything but disappointment.
You're a
Perhaps
Gaijin!
you could help deal with the
I don't even know what that
situation.
means, but don't call me one of them.
Of course, failure has its own disgrace. A Yakuza Kanbu is in custody awaiting transfer for trial. He is a valued member of the family. Break him out of custody and get him to the dojo at Bedford Point.
Very rude, isn't it, calling me a foreigner? Hang on a minute, he's the foreigner. He's in America. That's rude! What a rude man! Is this the busting out the police station? Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I remember this one. It's not too hard. No, I said that I'll fail it, but whatever. I'm hungry. I got a lot of Chinese food. It's my mum. She doesn't seem to learn I do this. Every time she comes around, she goes, "We'll get Chinese." It's kind of the tradition. Don't know why, but she just kind of goes, right, "You bring a Chinese up because you know the area." 'Cause she's from Wakefield. And instead of what you want, she gives me a phone. So I just go add, and then order. Jesus Christ! How much did you just spend? How much did you spend? I got a lot of food. I got a lot of food. Get like a few days worth. It's her own fault. She knows that's what I do. Not that it matters to her, she's got a lot of money. Probably. Well, we all are compared to her. She's the big earner. The family. I've always been I'm kind of joint the least successful. There's one other who doesn't really make massive amounts of money. The rest of them all do very, very well. Solicitors, joiners, plumbers, teachers. 3 teachers in the family. They all get paid a lot. Manager. I mean, you know, she's got like $2,000 to spend on a dog, so... I went on a holiday to New York. And went on a world cruise, so... Yeah. And buys every Apple product available. You name it, she's got it. Friggin' iPad, iPhone, the Apple Watch. Just, Yep. Obsessed with it. Obsessed with it. The whole family is all on her side. Told her. She knows how much I hate Apple. She's like, but you know, you just kind of buy into the brand. We do, when you've got your money, yeah. Pack it in, cancel it all, throw them all in the bin. No more Apple. Because when I was using a phone, the Apple, the iPhone, they called it an iPod. I barely know how to use it. I'm clueless on iOS. I ain't had one since the iPhone 4S. And shit, I'm sorry, Android's way better. I can't use Apple products. I don't get them. They confuse me. I don't know my way around an iPad. I can't use them. I don't need for them anyway, but still. I'm really like, when it comes to Apple products, I'm like an old man. I haven't got a clue what I'm doing. My grandma's all about the iPad. My younger sister's all about the iPad. Not sure about the brother. probably. He's 18. What do 18-year-olds do? I don't know. What's the sister? I think she's 16. She's on the iPad, definitely. Freaking Zoomers. Dirty Zoomers. Yeah, I have a younger brother and a younger sister. It's very complicated. Is my family because of it's weird. Like, you might have heard me say my brother before, but he's not biologically my brother. But we grew up together. Only like 2 years between us. The actual biological brother and sister, they're half brother and sister. Same mum, different dad. Oh shit. She's 16, brother's 18. Awful ages, awful ages. Right, come on. I've already mentioned my story, anyway, I think. Like, I was raised by my grandparents. I wasn't raised by my mum. Because I don't actually call her mum, I call her by her name. Because I don't really see her as my mum. It's weird, but it's just the way it is. I see my grandparents as my mum and dad. Because to me, it's like your parents are who raised you, so they did. Oh, I took a police car, didn't I? Gotta get it sprayed. Is this the export? Yeah, it's on Shoreside. It's really easy to do. The first set's on Portland, as well as the emergency vehicles. Then the other set's on Shoreside, but it's super easy. Let's go drop this guy off, aren't we? Time is it? 9 o'clock already? What the hell? Shit, fuck. What time did I come on? I'm streaming for 3 hours. He's beeping at me. Rude! I'm going, get the fuck out. See if barking at. I'm sure that number for the story missions is wrong. I think it's behind. I'm sure after more than 23. Tev might be out there, who knows? It was weird, when I took Ava out earlier, there were two girls taking their dogs out, they were probably about 12 or 13. I'm like, they're a bit young to be taking the dogs out on their own. But they were fascinated with Ava. And they wanted to talk to me about Ava. I'm just kind of like, can't really do this anymore, can you? So I'm like trying to get away from them.
The importance of etiquette in this line of
Probably slightly too old for
My
Tev.
eternal same, a man once did me a favor, and I've never had the opportunity to repay his kindness. The man's weakness is motor cars, and he has requested that we
But
acquire
who knows
him
out there?
certain
Who's out
models
there?
for
You know
his
what I mean?
collection.
Who are the parents?
Needless to say, we must give him the cars as a gift to repay the debt that I owe
It's
him.
Burnley.
You must obtain the cars on this list and deliver them to a garage behind the car park in Newport. My honor demands it.
Can't take this guy seriously. Like, is his tongue too big for his mouth? What's going on? Sort it out! Pack it in! Where's the nearest car? Okay. This is a bit of an annoying one. It is for me because you can't damage the cars if you keep getting resprayed, so you run out of time, and I'm leaving my fucking driving. It doesn't help with how bad the AI is. Oh, hello. Say that as I just drove into a building. Probably. Well, have you noticed when he does stream, he doesn't have his webcam on? That's because he's getting more recognised now. So he has to hide his face. He knows. People are familiar with his ways now. So it's a matter of like, hang on a minute, that's that paedophile. Also why he doesn't stream as much. He's got to keep a low profile. It'll all catch up with him in the end. Not to mention, you know, he's messing about with animals. We all know he does that as well. We've all seen the cats. And cats are his favourite, but he doesn't stop with cats. Any animal. Any animal. Doesn't matter the breed, the size, he's on it. It's terrible, but you know, what can I do? Man's a criminal. Gangster never shows his face though, so we don't know if Gangster's a wanted man. None of us know what Gangster looks like. You know? Some of us know what he sounds like. Some of us have heard his voice. I'm very good at driving in there too fast and then bashing into the wall. Now, I mean, the paint and spray's right next door, but it costs you valuable seconds. Doesn't give you a lot of time, this mission. It's kind of annoying. I never used to show my face for ages on YouTube. It was a long time before I made an appearance. Originally, I had no intention of ever showing my face, or even my voice, actually. In the earlier days, all them years ago. I get a mixed reaction with my voice. Some like it, some hate it. Some wank to it. gangster. You shoot me, pal. No, that's the paint and spray. Oh, damn it. I love Marmite. I drink Marmite. Fucking drink this stuff. I got a bottle of it in cupboard. I drink that shit. Don't put it on toast, like some people do. And what's going on there? That needs to be packed in immediately. I love the Walker's Marmite crisps as well. Fucking good. But I love Twiglets as well. Always have Twiglets at Christmas. In fact, my aunt better stocked up on Twiglets, otherwise I'm not going round. I would probably call her, "You gonna have Twiglets on Christmas Day?" No, well, I'm not going. I'm only there for the Twiglets. And actually I'm there for the turkey as well, and then I'm coming home to keep an eye on Ava. What's disturbing? Tev? I agree. Very disturbing. Fuck the shit! I know we're gonna fuck this mission. Ah, fucking hell! Cancer! Sad I was doing that, but... Oi. Come on, everyone out their goddamn way.